Welcome back students with next topic inflorescence, and this thing is clear from its name. Inflore means arrangement of flowers. Whether flowers are large flowers are arranged on the base or smaller are on the top, or whether smaller flowers are at the base or larger flowers are on the top. So all of these arrangement of the flowers on a shoot or peduncle system of a plant is known as the inflorescence. Okay. Inflorescence means arrangement of flowers on a peduncle. So let's start further. It's have so many types. First one is a racemose. Racemose means in which the main axis grows continuously and but does not terminate into a flower. Means that the main axis that grows continuously. Let me check whether there is a diagram related to this or not. Yes, all of the types are related to racemose. We will discuss one by one. These diagrams are given. So first one, make its definition clear. In which main axis grows and does not terminate into a flower, and these flowers are arranged acropitally. Now students, this term is very important. Acropitally means in which old flowers are arranged at the base or at the lower side, or younger one on the upper side. Now you can take generally example. If we are placing books in our room on the table, okay, and there are two ways. In one way we can arrange the books, larger one on the base and smaller one on the top, okay, and second one option is the smaller one at the base and larger one on the top. Now the case where larger books are we are placing at the base and smaller one on the top, that case is known as the acropitally arrangement. Now here we are not talking about the books, we are talking about the flowers, and then you can say older flowers at the lower side or at the base, or younger flower at the upper side. That arrangement is known as the acropitally arrangement. Second case we will also discuss later on. Okay, it was racemose, and now racemose have so many different types. First one is a raceme. When the peduncle is elongated, peduncle means main axis of the flower, that is elongated, and flowers are pedicellate. Pedicellate means flower have a pedicel. Pedicel means dandi. When the flowers have a pedicel and the main axis is elongated. Elongated, obvious elongated, it means that it is giving a pedicel, and pedicel is pointing to the flower. It is an example of a raceme. For example, mustard radish. You can see here also. Yes, there one. You can see there is a large pedicel present, and then on that flowers are arranged in the different pattern. These larger flowers are at the base and smaller one are on the top. Acropitally arrangement. Alright. Then is the spike. It is a in it peduncle is elongated and flowers are sessile. Sessile means without pedicel. Again, check in the diagram, spike. Here you can say all of the flowers are arranged directly on the main axis. There is no pedicel present. In this case, elongated pedicel was present in all of the cases of the flowers in case of raceme, but in case of spike, no pedicel. Only flowers are directly attached to the main axis. It is a spike. Alright. Students, we skip this point. It is also related to the raceme. It is a simple raceme. It is a compound raceme. Compound means when there is a more number of racemes present at a time. You can see here it is only one raceme. Now in case of a raceme, compound raceme, it is a one raceme, it is a two raceme, and it is a 3, 4. Means that when more than so many number of racemes are present or on the one main axis or on the one main you can say yes axis, it is known as a compound raceme. Alright. So then now next third type is catkin. Again, it is a thin and weak. Flowers are sessile and unisexual. In case of spike also flower sessile. Okay, and in case of catkin also flower sessile and unisexual. Either it will be of male or either it will be of female flowers. Again, you can check in catkin flowers are sessile on the both sides. There is not any main axis is present. Next is spadix. Now in case of spadix, peduncle is thick. Peduncle is thick, long, fleshy, okay, and has small sessile unisexual flowers covered by the colorful brackets. Example maize. Check in the diagram again. It is a spadix. Peduncle is a large, you can see here also large, fleshy main axis, and flowers are again sessile. With the flowers there is not any kind of peduncle present, and these are directly attached to the main axis, and this main axis is a fleshy. You can see here also in this structure it is a fleshy, and flowers are unisexual. Here flowers was also unisexual, here also unisexual. In these three cases, spike, catkin, spadix, in all of the cases flowers are sessile, means that without pedicel. Next type is corymbs. Corymbs means in this case peduncle is present but it is a very short. Okay. Now what happened? All of the flowers are present at the same level because of the lower flowers have a long pedicel than the upper one. It will be more clear to you by showing this diagram. It is mostly in case of coriander, dhania. Now students check in this diagram. It is the main axis, alright, and these flowers are arising from the main axis. Now what does according to the definition? According to the definition, it was the point that these flowers which are present on the outer side, these have a more elongated pedicel. You can see here also these one have a most elongated pedicel. Then height of the pedicel decrease at the second flowers. At the third position again height of the pedicel decrease, and at the center one it is the less from all of those which flowers are present on the outside. Means that all of the flowers are present at the same height. You can check in this definition also. Okay, all flowers are present at the same level because the lower flowers have a longer pedicel than the upper flowers. Again check in this diagram. All flowers are present at the same height. Lower flowers or these outer one flowers have a elongated pedicel, but which are present at the center or at the upper side, these have a lesser height pedicel present. It is a umbel type of raceme. Okay, then is a corymbs. Corymbs is covered, then is a umbel. Yes, umbel type. Again, an inflorescence in which flower stalks of more or less equal lengths arise from the same point at the base of the flower stalk. There is a whorl of brackets forming the involucre. Yes, you can see here in this diagram again. Sorry students, let me check. First one we has covered about corymb. Sorry, I shown to you diagram by mistake wrongly. It is a corymb type. Almost both of these types are same. Okay, but it is a corymb type. Corymb type in this again same. All of the flowers are at same height, and outer one flowers have a elongated pedicel. It is almost same. But in case of umbel again, all of the flowers are at same height. Okay, and all of these flowers in a group, these form the involucre. Involucre means whorl means which are present in the group. You can see here also all of these forms a group. All of these have a pedicel, and the outer one flowers are with the elongated pedicel, center one are with the, or inner one are with the smaller pedicel, and all of these forms a group or involucre, and it's known as a compound umbel. Okay, next is capitulum. It is an example of sunflower. Now what happened in this case? Peduncle is very short and broad. Okay, you can see here in capitulum, peduncle is very short or broad. It is a peduncle. It is a main axis. Okay, it is a main axis. It is a peduncle. It is a very short or broad, and all of the flowers are sessile. Means that within each flower there is not any individual pedicel present. These are directly attached to the one main peduncle, and these are all of sessile flowers. Now in this case what happens? In this all of the flowers are attached centripetal order. Now what is the centripetal order? Again this point is very important, in which younger flowers are arranged towards the center and older one towards the periphery. Means that you can take one example. Suppose you have some round balls. When the larger round balls you are arranging at the sides, and smaller one balls you are placing at the center. Okay, like this way, and that pattern is known as a centripetal. Means that at the center younger one, smaller one flowers are present, and at the periphery means at the outer side, larger one are present. You can say larger one flowers on the outside, they are giving protection to the smaller one at the center. And in case of capitulum, centripetal arrangement of inflorescence is present. Again, flowers are unisexual. In some cases maybe bisexual also, or sterile. Sterile means which can't reproduce, and it is an example of sunflower. So it was all about the racemose type of inflorescence. Next type of inflorescence is a cymose. Now in this case what happened? Peduncle terminates into a flower. In case of racemose we has done that peduncle does not terminate into a flower. Okay, it does not be as directly flower. But in case of cymose, peduncle terminates into a flower. Now again this important definition, basipetal order. What is that? Basipetal means at the base. Means that older one flowers are present in the upper region and younger one are arranged on the base. Now it is the case where I was given one example to you regarding to the books. When the smaller books are arranged at the base and larger on the top, that case is known as a basipetal. Means that smaller flowers are at the base and older at the upper one. That is a basipetal arrangement of inflorescence. In the acropetal order, older one books was at the base and smaller one on the top. In the centripetal, larger flowers was at the periphery sides and smaller one at the center. These are the three terms. There should be not any type of confusion to everyone. Okay, now its types are all of these. First one is a uniparous cyme, and second one is a biparous cyme. Uniparous means when the peduncle ending into a flower, okay, producing lateral branch. You can see here in this diagram, when the peduncle, this one is a peduncle and further it giving rising to the flowers. It is a monochasial cyme. Monochasial or uniparous. Further, it has two types: helicoid cyme, scorpoid cyme. When all of the lateral branches develop on the same side, it is a helicoid, and when all of the lateral branches lie on the opposite or alternate side, it is a scorpoid cyme. You can see here. Yes, it is a monochasial cyme. When all of these branches are lateral branches, in case of monochasial, we have said that when the main branch gives rise to the lateral branches. Okay. Now, in case of helicoid, what happened? All of the lateral branches, these are present on the same side. You can see here, all of these are present on the same side. But in case of scorpoid, what happened? Lateral branches are present on the opposite side. Left, right, left, right, left, right. These can be present on the opposite side also, or these can present on the alternate side also. Opposite means, suppose it is a point. One lateral branch is present on left side, and on the same point, one is present on the right side. It is the opposite. But when one present at this side, or second from the same point on the next position on another point, it is the alternate type of a cyme. Okay. Next is a dichasial cyme. In this case, what happens? In case of uniparous or monochasial cyme, only one lateral branch was arising from one point. But in case of dichasial, peduncle form ends in a flower and forms into the two lateral branches, which arises and gives rise to flower. Means when one lateral branch is rising, it is a uniparous or monochasial, or when two branches are rising, it is a dichasial or biparous cyme. Multiparous means when so many number of lateral branches are arising and giving rise to flower, means that Calotropis, datura. You can see here, it is the main axis, and from each point there are two lateral branches arising. This one, this one. Here only one lateral branch was arising from the one point. Okay. But here from one point two lateral branches are arising. Again, this one giving two lateral branches. This one giving two lateral branches. It is a dichasial cyme. In case of polychasial or multichasial cyme, poly or multi means many. When from the one point many branches are evolving. You can see here, from this, it is the main axis. Okay, pedicel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lateral branches are arising from the one pedicel. Then it is the case of a polychasial cyme. So students, it was all about the inflorescence and its types, racemose and cymose. Further, so many special types of inflorescence are also. We will discuss all of those in the next class. Thank you students.